in the year 2026, deep beneath the mountainous frontiers and vast plateaus of Pakistan, something remarkable has been quietly unfolding. Hidden from satellite A's, immune to air raids, and buried beneath reinforced bunkers, the Pakistani defense establishment has been meticulously developing and operationalizing one of the most secretive missile programs in South Asia, the Underground Missile Launch System. This project is not just a technological marvel, but also a strategic game-changer in the realm of regional defense architecture. The underground missile system represents a critical layer of second strike capability and is a powerful symbol of national deterrence. As regional tensions simmer and the geopolitical chessboard grows more complex, Pakistan's latest underground missile advancement has sent ripples through intelligence networks and military analysts across the globe. Pakistan's underground missile system is part of a wider evolution in modern warfare where survivability, stealth, and mobility take precedence over traditional static firepower. Developed under the shadows of years-long military R&D programs, the system is now fully operational in 2026 and ready to respond to any threat, at any time, without exposing itself to counterattack. Let's first understand what makes underground missile systems so significant. These systems are designed to survive a first strike scenario. In the event of an enemy preemptive strike aimed at disabling Pakistan's missile capabilities, underground launch silos provide the capacity to retaliate. They are shielded by multiple layers of steel, concrete, and earth, capable of withstanding significant aerial bombardment or nuclear shock waves. The entrances to these missile launch complexes are often disguised, and the actual launch pads are located deep underground. Transportable missile erectors and elevator systems carry the ballistic payloads to the launch platform within minutes, ready for activation at a moment's notice. Once elevated and launched, the surface retracts back and seals itself, making detection incredibly difficult for enemy satellites or aerial surveillance. One of the most notable components of this system is the upgraded Shaheen-3 missile, which is now deployed in these underground facilities. With an extended range of over 2,750 kilometers, this missile can cover almost all parts of South Asia, the Middle East, and even parts of Eastern Europe. Armed with conventional or nuclear warheads, the Shaheen-3 is a dual-capable, highly accurate medium-range ballistic missile that forms the core of Pakistan's strategic deterrence. The underground system is also integrated with real-time encrypted communication links with the National Command Authority, ensuring that launch codes can be transmitted securely, even in the event of large-scale electronic warfare or communication disruption. The missile units themselves are maintained in temperature-controlled underground bunkers, regularly rotated for maintenance, inspection, and software updates. Beyond the strategic deterrence, the psychological impact of such systems cannot be overstated. For any adversary planning an attack, the knowledge that there are invisible, indestructible missile launchers ready to respond from unknown locations is a major obstacle. This uncertainty plays a critical role in preventing escalations, forcing nations to think twice before taking aggressive actions. The Pakistani Underground Missile Initiative also utilizes advanced tunnel boring machines imported and customized through strategic partnerships. These machines have created a vast network of interconnected missile bases beneath the earth, designed not just to house missiles, but to provide full-scale logistical, operational, and living quarters for strategic forces. Some of these tunnels stretch dozens of kilometers underground, and are reinforced with blast-proof doors and emergency command centers. While much of the construction details remain classified, Open-source intelligence and satellite data suggest that at least 3 major underground missile zones have been established, one in the northern mountainous region, another in the central plains, and a third possibly near the coastline of the Arabian Sea. Each of these bases can independently operate, communicate with the central command, and launch missiles without requiring surface-based communication relays. This compartmentalized architecture ensures that even if one section is compromised, the rest of the system remains fully functional. Another notable advancement is the introduction of artificial intelligence and automated failsafe protocols in the launch sequence. These AI systems monitor internal and external data feeds to detect potential sabotage, false signals, or malfunctioning components. Only after multiple authentications and verifications will the system allow the missile to proceed to launch mode. In addition to ballistic missiles, reports also suggest the deployment of the Babur cruise missile system within these underground facilities. The Babur-3, Pakistan's first sea-launched cruise missile, is rumored to have a land-based underground variant as of 2026. With its stealthy, low-altitude flight path and precision strike capability, it provides yet another layer of deterrence that is hard to intercept. The strategic doctrine behind this missile system has shifted over the years. In the early 2000s, the focus was on surface-based deterrence. But after repeated developments in Indian air and space reconnaissance capabilities, Pakistan began investing heavily in hardened, hidden, and underground assets. By 2026, the shift has matured into a doctrine of assured retaliation under stealth, meaning that even if major surface bases are disabled, underground systems will ensure a retaliatory strike, preserving the country's security and sovereignty. This capability has not gone unnoticed. International think tanks and intelligence agencies have begun to revise their assessments of South Asia's balance of power. The Indian military, for example, has accelerated its counter-force and anti-ballistic missile systems in response to Pakistan's hidden infrastructure. However, underground systems present an enormous challenge to detect, track, and neutralize, even with advanced satellite imaging and drones. Pakistan's focus on underground missile systems is not just a military evolution, it is also a reflection of strategic self-reliance. With sanctions, embargoes, and technology denials affecting many defense acquisitions over the years, the country has developed indigenous expertise in tunneling, missile integration, electronic warfare shielding, and stealth infrastructure. Security at these underground facilities is among the most intense in the country. Armed with biometric access, 24/7 surveillance, electronic jamming perimeters, and rapid response security teams, even a drone flyover is considered an act of provocation. The strategic implications of this system are manifold. Firstly, it allows Pakistan to maintain credible minimum deterrency, ensuring that no enemy can confidently neutralize its nuclear capability in a first strike. Secondly, it supports the evolving battlefield dynamics of the 21st century. As missile defense shields improve and conventional bases become more vulnerable, underground systems ensure that deterrence remains viable and survivable. Thirdly, it acts as a force multiplier in the age of hybrid warfare. With cyber threats, drone incursions, and precision airstrikes becoming more common, Pakistan's missile survivability now depends on how well it can hide, defend, and launch from within the Earth itself. Finally, it enhances regional stability. Although it may sound paradoxical, when both adversaries possess survivable second strike capabilities, the risk of war decreases. This concept, known as mutually assured destruction, is what kept the Cold War from turning hot. Pakistan's underground missile system contributes to this balance, ensuring that any potential aggressor understands the cost of escalation. As of 2026, Pakistan's underground missile project is expected to expand even further. Reports hint at new underground bases being developed in Balochistan and the northern tribal areas, equipped with next-gen hypersonic missile prototypes. These missiles, traveling at speeds over Mach 5, can evade current missile defense systems and strike targets thousands of kilometers away within minutes. The defense establishment has remained tight-lipped about the full extent of these capabilities. But with successful test launches, leaked satellite imagery, and expert assessments, the global defense community has begun to acknowledge Pakistan as one of the very few nations to field a fully functional underground missile deployment architecture. The future of warfare may lie beneath the ground as silent, invisible, and invincible. And Pakistan's 2026 underground missile system is a testament to that future. A fusion of engineering, strategy, and national resilience. As global military doctrines continue to evolve, so too will Pakistan's missile capabilities. Underground facilities may soon include electromagnetic pulse shielding, anti-satellite coordination systems, and even AI-driven real-time threat adaptation. The technological race is far from over. In conclusion, the 2026 Pakistan underground missile system is more than a weapon, it's a strategic statement. A declaration that in the high-stakes world of geopolitics, survival and strength do not come from how many weapons you have on the surface here, but how many survive when everything else is destroyed. Stay tuned as we continue to cover the most cutting-edge developments in military technology and regional defense strategies. This is not just the story of missiles, it's the story of a nation's shield, hidden deep within the earth, always ready to rise,